Your unique story, our global audience. Global One Media.
Hello, and welcome to our series of interviews with decision makers and senior leaders of companies across the board to help you, our viewers, make informed and intelligent investment decisions. I am Munir Barazi, your business analyst and host, and today I'm pleased to welcome Balbir Johal, the CEO and director at Brascan Gold, a mineral exploration company that has properties in Canada and Brazil and focuses on gold, lithium, and battery minerals. Brascan Gold is listed on the Canadian Securities Exchange as BRAS. Hello, Balbir. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Are you in the Matrix? Hi. It's time for the older generations to take off their blinders about what's happening to our planet. We have a serious climate change problem, and we've got to solve this problem very quickly, or it's going to damage our whole planet. Now, our company, Brascan, is involved in battery metals, specifically lithium, and our mission and our vision and plan is to explore, discover, develop lithium and other battery metals so that we can manufacture electric vehicles and their batteries, and we can reduce the carbon footprint on this planet. And that is the raison d'etre for Brascan.
Thank you for this lovely intro, and you've covered my first question. I wanted to ask you about Brascan Gold. If you could also expand on that and tell our viewers how it all started.
Well, this is very interesting. We originally were looking into gold, and that's what was recommended by one of my senior geologists. But, I started talking to some friends, and they're going, gold, what can you do that? You can't eat gold. It's not, what is it? In fact, in the modern age with crypto, who needs gold? Okay, so we decided that we were going to get into an area and pivot and focus on battery metals, and specifically lithium, rare earth elements, and nickel and copper and such things. But our focus is lithium in Quebec and in Brazil, and we've been very active in acquiring properties, lithium properties, highly prospective for the lithium discovery.
Fascinating. And if you could elaborate a bit more about your properties in Brazil and Canada and their current estimates.
Well, this is really exciting. I want to talk about Quebec first. I'm really excited about Quebec because in northern Quebec, in the James Bay lowlands, there's been a major discovery of lithium by a company called Patriot Battery Metals. That's PMET. Their stock has gone from 9 cents to $19 a share in 22 months. And there's been a lot of activity of companies coming in there now, because there are several lithium deposits in that area in northern Quebec. And we are there now, and we have really good geologists who have helped us select properties, a property in particular called the Quebec-LI property. And it's in the district where PMET is, and other companies like Winsome. And bottom line is we just acquired a 30 square mile property, which could hold many deposits. And we just made a fantastic deal on that. It's in the area of the PMET discovery. And we are getting ready to do a major exploration program immediately to explore for spodumene pegmatites, which are usually the host of hard rock lithium, which the world really needs to build lithium-ion batteries. In Brazil, I've been in Brazil for 13 years, and I've made contacts with top lawyers, top geologists, top administrators, people who know how to get things done in government, permits, regulations, get exploration permits done. And there's an area there in the state of Minas Gerais, and it is an area which is one of the a world-class lithium hard rock district where a company called Sigma Lithium is, and Sigma has made major discoveries, and they are building a mine, and we are right there in their district, in their area. We've acquired a major, again, 30-40 square kilometers, 33,000 hectares of really highly prospective land, and Sigma Lithium is valued at 4 or 5 billion today. It was valued at 100 million a few years back. There's a company called Lithium Ionic, which trades on the CSE as well. It hit an all-time high of 288 yesterday, is worth hundreds of millions of dollars. And, our company's only valued at 1.6 billion market cap, and yet we are in 2 world-class hard rock lithium jurisdictions in northern Quebec and in the state of Minas Gerais in Brazil. So, I believe that we are highly undervalued as a company. And as we develop these lithium properties and acquire more, I believe in the near term, we will double our land package, and then we'll have more to target into and find the best way to drill and find lithium.
Wonderful. So you're operating in high potential areas and also exploring for lithium, for which the demand is expected to keep on rising in the near future. Which is very encouraging. But not only that, but you've recently also entered into an agreement with 2 other companies to buy 100% interest in the Brazil LI property. Could you tell us a bit more about the agreement and what makes this property so attractive?
Yeah, this is a great story. Because of my contacts in Brazil, I have a fellow called Dr. Harrison Kukenbu, who's been down there for 30 years. He's Canadian, and he knows where all the really good properties are. He introduced me to a company called BHBC that has several packages of lithium properties, particularly in the Sigma Lithium Camp district. And our geologists looked at it, several geologists looked at it, and it's clear that the rock there that we have our property on, spodumene pegmatite, has been discovered on it. So it's a really good property that we were able to get, and we got it on an option basis over 3 years. We put it up only $25,000 at 1 million shares. Our company only trades at like 4 cents a share, so it didn't cost us a lot. I mean, it's crazy what a good price management got this property for. And also, this group has the geological team to start work right away, and start doing some preliminary work so that we can advance the property. And so over 3 years, we're paying about 2.5 million shares, $100,000, and doing about $200,000-300,000 to work to get 100%. Now that is a fabulous deal. It's kind of crazy, but in those world-class districts, companies are paying exorbitant amounts, and who knows what they're getting. But because we have a world-class technical team, we're able to get the best of the best properties with the most highest prospectiveness for discovering pegmatites, and then it should be that there could be a lot of lithium in that, and that would be great for our company and our shareholders.
I can see many success factors in there, such as having experts and working in a very promising area geologically, and you're adding more projects to your portfolio. And speaking of which, in that portfolio, you focus on critical minerals and on gold. Is the purpose to balance your exploration portfolio, or are there other considerations?
Well, this is very interesting. Um, we want to be a fully focused lithium company, and maybe other battery metals, because it's all the same stuff, critical minerals that we need to save our planet. So management is considering perhaps a spin out of our gold assets and into another company, and that's being just preliminarily discussed, but we can envision a time this year where the gold actually is focused on in another spun out public company, in which, of course, this is great value for the shareholders because they would be getting shares in this gold company, which will have value because we believe gold is going to do well. It's already gone from 1,600 to 1,900, and now it's around 1,800. But if all the analysts and people think that we're in for a very good gold market. So we want to basically, because we're so focused on lithium in Quebec and in Brazil, we're going to be fully focused on that as a company. And there could be a name change happening soon. We don't know for sure because there's lots of meetings and discussions, but this has generally been thrown up as an idea. But the beauty of a spin out is that asset is kind of invisible. Our Allegra Gold project in Brazil, which has multi-million ounce potential, it's going to be overshadowed by our real focus on lithium. So when we bring that out into a separate company and finance it and develop it, the value of that asset will be revealed. And that is going to add a lot of value for shareholders of record on Brascan, because they'll be getting shares in that gold company. And so the bottom line is we want to focus on lithium in Canada, in Quebec, and in Brazil.
Sounds like a wise strategy that brings focus to each project individually. And besides that, are there other exciting updates that you believe investors might be interested to hear about?
Oh, yeah. Well, our stock, is performing well. We are the top trader for several days on the CSE, and there's lots of market interest in our company. If you look at the chart, you'll see that we've had an explosion of investor interest, and I believe that's going to grow. Why? Because we have a lot of milestones yet to reach, which is exploration work on our Quebec properties, lithium hard rock properties, and also the Brazil lithium property. So that's happening and going to happen in the next several months, and will be a progress report on that. But as well, I said in my last news release and publicly by interviews that we are actively searching to find more really, really good properties in both districts. And that is going very well. I think you can expect some acquisitions in the future. So it's a very exciting time for the company. I think it's worth $1.5 million market cap with only 40 million shares out. It's highly undervalued, and that's why we like to do these interviews, because we want particularly a younger generation to know that here we have a generational opportunity where we can help to save the planet, and someone can make a good profit. For example, PMET traded at 9 cents 22 months ago. Now it's been as high as 18.75. It's gone up over 22,000%. And this is the kind of things that are happening in a camp where Brascan is. And also, it was valued at $100 million today. It's valued at $1.7 billion. And there are several other lithium companies if you go to our website, that you'll see it's a whole district with several deposits there. So it isn't like this is a one-off. We have just as good a chance to find something there of economic value in the next this year and into next year. But also another thing that we're going to be doing is we have enough capital and enough runway to basically advance these properties and projects, and we intend to do a financing, hopefully down the road at much higher stock prices. Obviously, we don't want to dilute our stock. I don't know, maybe go through a debt instrument if that is the case, like a convertible debenture perhaps or something. But the bottom line is this: a lot of catalysts, work on these properties, acquisition of more properties, raising more capital at the right time after we get some results from the work we're going to do right now.
There's a lot of potential indeed. Balbir Johal, the CEO and director of Brascan Gold, thank you so much for sharing those updates and joining us today. We look forward to hearing more updates from Brascan Gold soon.
Thank you very much.